vote, we'll lose that kind of support. We can't afford to let that go down the drain. We've got to continue to fight, walk the walk, talk the talk with other Democrats and say, you may not be coming to the SCDC meetings, but you better damn sure go out and vote. And I know that we are trying to do some things in the county to create new jobs, and even our private enterprise, they're doing some things as well. Henry Turner, come here a minute, please. Because we're doing things in our county to open up new enterprises, and this is one, Congressman. And do you play golf?
I'm a very bad golfer, but
we'll play together. Tell me about what you're doing. I just want him to do this.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Zuma. I appreciate the opportunity to address the gathering here. I appreciate your board here for allowing the opportunity as well. But now, first, before I do that, I have to introduce my partner that's with me, Van Jones. If you stand up as well, Van. We had the opportunity to reach back into the community. These both, Van and I, we both graduated from Largo High School, so Prince George's County. So Prince George's County is home, and for the two of us to be able to reach back into the community of Marlton, and purchase the golf course there was something that was a dream that came true to us. Even though neither one of us played golf, we realized that if we didn't reach back and do something for our community, nobody was going to do anything to the Marlton golf course. And instead of becoming a jewel in the rough, it would become an eyesore to the community. So through a vision that Van and the rest of our partners had, we looked at it and we said, this is an opportunity to make our community better, to give an opportunity to the youth in our community that maybe never had the opportunity to golf. Like myself, I played football, basketball, and baseball, never thought about golf. But if people look at the opportunity and what goes on at the golf course, okay, there was never a business deal made on the basketball court. There's never a business deal, okay, that was made on the baseball field or the football field. But every day, and Van and I are learning, there are deals made on that golf course that we just look and like, wow, look what's going on. So this is an opportunity for us to bring our minority youth, give them the opportunity to see what golf is all about. And so what we've decided to do is, let's make this more than Marlton Golf Course, but let's make it into a vision called the Marlton. And if you could just let Van, because he's much more eloquent than I am, but tell the vision of what the Marlton is, and then ask you all to come out and support us like Dr. Dula has already done in supporting what our vision is.
First of all, let me thank everybody for giving me this opportunity to speak. Yes, at the Marlton we have a vision. And the vision is like Mr. Turner Henry has just said, we want that to be more than just a golf course. When we first did our studies before we purchased the golf course, we understood that the majority of the community did not golf. So in order for us to be financially capable of maintaining the golf course, we had to introduce entities which we felt the community would come to and enjoy. So we are doing business as the Marlton. What is the Marlton? When people speak about the Marlton, they will say, well, if you go to the Marlton, you have many options that you can do to entertain yourself. You can play an 18-round of golf. You can come and enjoy a sports lounge. You can come and enjoy a dining facility. You can come into a performing arts center, which we want to do. And the reason we want to do this performing arts center is because I've lived in the county since 1970. Like Henry said, graduated from Largo High School. I did a little acting in my younger years. I'm still damn good if anybody needs an actor. But we want to present a platform where the youth of our county, which we are very, very much sincere about exposing them to opportunities, not only in the golf business, because as a businessman, I'm learning about the business side of golf. Everybody's seen Tiger Woods and the players of golf, but there's a business side. There's opportunities for young and talented minds to get into that business world. business world side of golf. If I have that opportunity, I'm going to open those doors. But then at the same time, my Performing Arts Center is going to say, if your child has a talent, a skill, and you don't necessarily want to have to take them to New York, LA, or Atlanta to be exposed, bring them to the Malton. Because we will put them on our stage, and we will bring those people who can take them to the next level to see your child. Watch your child perform, and at the Malton, they will be discovered, because we know that they need that place of opportunity, and that's what the Malton will present. So our vision is all-encompassing for the entire community, because everybody doesn't play golf. I'm still trying to learn how to hit the ball, but I do understand the business side well, but I don't know that game just yet. So we welcome all of you guys to come out with us and just enjoy yourselves at the Malton.
I told Mr. Turner here, I said, I'll support you. I don't care if you're Army. I'm still going to support you. Man said, well, I don't know anything about golf. I didn't know when I bought the golf course, so they said go to the driving range, and I drove my car up this pretty long green stretch of grass. They're not golfers, are they? Okay, but thank you. I see a lot of opportunity for our youth, and I wanted you to hear this, because this is what some of our small and minority businesses are doing in Prince George's County to bring jobs and to help cultivate our next generation of leaders. So I want to thank you, gentlemen. One more thing.
Very proud. This is Black History Month. Currently, HWD Enterprises LLC is the only company, black minority-owned company in the state of Maryland to own a public golf course. So we feel that we are creating history, and we are one of 4 in the entire United States. So we're out of 19,000 courses in the United States, there are only 4 that are owned by minority, and we're one of those 4. So we thank God for this opportunity, and we want to benefit our county and our state. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you. Well, some of you came for a very special announcement. I didn't even tell you what it was. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell. I think I'll just let the person come up and tell. What do you think? Okay, yeah, okay. Well, Ms. Turner, would you mind coming up and sharing with us this very special announcement tonight? Okay.
Thank you so much. It's always great to be in the house of the Democrats in Southern County. Yes, sir. It's great to be back. I thank you, Dr. Dula, Dr. Juanita Miller, and Miss Tamara Brown Esquire, and Miss Miranda Jackson, a former colleague that we worked together. Good to see our congressman here visiting. But we were out maybe about a year ago before. I came out and I talked to y'all, and we had a good conversation. But I want to emphasize what I heard today. 3 times, at least, Dr. Miller said, watch out, we might miss something if we're not paying attention. Dr. Dula said, watch out, things might happen if we don't pay attention. There's consequences if we don't pay attention. Well, I just recently found out that on the congressional ballot that I was running for Congress, that there are going to be 4 judicial appointments, judicial positions available on that ballot. Can you believe that? And we just found out about it recently. And I happened to be looking through my email over the Christmas holidays. And 3 people are retiring. And I said, if I wasn't paying attention, but more importantly, if God wasn't paying attention and making sure I knew what was coming, we wouldn't have known that there's an opportunity for our community to have a say in our judicial reform. Not only did Congressman Van Hollen speak about judicial reform, I think Tamara's question was about judicial reform. I think Sidney, he talked about how we're making our court system, and we need to make sure we take care of our juveniles. Well, I'm here to share with you today. I went down to the Board of Education And I withdrew my paperwork for Congress because I'm running for Prince George's County Circuit Court. Because I want to be your next judge. Now, many of you might say, well, you know, I didn't even know you were a lawyer. Well, let me just tell you how much legal experience I have, because that's important, because I'm going to need you to spread the word. I'm a retired member of the United States Navy, Judge Advocate General Corps. That means I graduated from the United States Naval Academy. That means I also have an MBA from Golden Gate University through the military. That means the military sent me to Catholic University, Columbus School of Law. And when I graduated from Columbus School of Law, what did I do? I prosecuted. What did I do? I did defense work. What did I do? I did Federal Tort Claims Act. What did I do? Landlord-tenant issues. I also served as what they might call an administrative lawyer. I also served at our flagship hospital. It used to be called the National Naval Medical Center, but now it's called the Walter Reed Army, but it's a combination of the Purple Hospital right here in Bethesda. 3 years in-house counsel. The military also sent me to George Washington University for advanced studies in healthcare law. I also went overseas and practiced law in Japan in the military. And when I was practicing law, I also went all over the country and inspected our facilities and installations for how our judiciary was working, how our training for our prosecutors were, how our training for our defense counsel were. So I inspected that and came back to make sure we had optimal defense counsel, optimal prosecutors. And you know what? Then I came back home where I grew up. Many of you know Senator Lawler knew me growing up here in Prince George's County. Went to Pointer Ridge Elementary School, a product of, and actually, how many of you know the young man? I'll call him the young man. He's actually 5 years older than me. But the young man that spoke before, that's my older brother. So we grew up here in Prince George's County, and you know what? We've always been about service, giving back to our community and how we can make our community better. And you know, when I walked and knocked on all those doors with my team, and I'm so glad there's many of the people in the room that are Team Turner, and we knocked on doors, woo! We knocked on doors all across Prince George's County, and you know what? One of the things that kept in the forefront was, you know what? We need judicial reform. We need people on the bench that understand our community, that are there, like you said, that doesn't just think about locking them up and throwing away the key. We need to make sure that our kids, our uncles, our daughters, our sisters, our brothers get a fair shake. And with me, I assure you, they'll get a fair shake. So what does that mean? I'm asking you for your continued support. Dr. Dula, board, and your board, and all the members here, I'm asking you for your continued support as I embark this continuous journey of helping my community. And so on April 26th, the same day that we're going to have the election, only 2 months away, I'm asking you to vote. There's going to be 4 positions. So all I'm asking you for is one vote for Ingrid Turner on that ballot. I'm also asking you for you to vote early if you can on April 14th through the 21st. I'm asking for you to spread the word. We also have a little press release here. Karen, my campaign manager, is here. She has copies of the press release so you can understand that I'm a veteran. And as many talked about the Veterans Corps, we got to make sure that we have people on the bench that have a diverse background. And my diverse background that I bring is not only my military background, but I also bring 8 years on the Prince George's County Council. Understanding where the services are and where the people, bringing people together. And that's what Sydney said so wonderfully earlier. I was so amazed, Sydney, about all the great work that you're doing at the clerk's office. But